London, just a short train trip to Paris.
Okay.
Put in the first 3 games for any individual player for the U.S.
Reaction, the way he plays ball screens. He's been on Team
Booker, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. Curry, week 11-3 so far in international competition. A cup of coffee with the Grizzlies this year.
Well, I think on the other end, as he picks up this charge, a little ability of reading things, use step and go, didn't convert, but boy, is he taught this defense all throughout the Olympic game. Good hands, the deflection, and a little bit nice movement to get the open look. Late challenge, a little nylon, flat-footed. Again, availability, a little screen open to see if they can get another one after the free throw. The dribble driving kick, but even here, the spacing's been day by him. How about this? Send it in, big fella. They have been efficient too, and he dropped covers.
These are the top 3 groups. The United States in
a few weeks off after the NBA season and playoffs.
Most NBA experience among the current active.
They're much taller.
You see Curry constantly in motion.
Oh, what a pass.
It was exceptional at the World Cup last year.
Attack mode, can be very himself. Ball moving, going side to side. There's an Embiid here.
Space and sharing. As Jones misfires and Curry has it. Outlet feed.
In there, they've been tough. Preventing dribble drives.
But he can end it. LeBron misfires. and Embiid keeps it alive.
Nice find.
It is. There is Cole.
As a point forward.
Good physicality there.
Top by Joel, the back cut and delivery. And right here, that open.
A double comes from Omat. James cuts.
Size differential. What's amazing, the reads and cuts.
Per game guy at the international level. Looking for ball movement. Booker was looking for a foul. A save by.
Oh, here, solid, unselfish, using the whole
NBA this past season and still put together a fabulous All-NBA caliber campaign. My goodness.
We were talking off air. Have you seen that his attitude getting ready for this? Whatever you want, coaches.
Floor off of misses thus far. Just 1 for 6 South.
Yeah, they're going to get something going on the offensive end. He's an undersized.
The foul. And Embiid will head to the
little knee problem during the playoffs.
But as was written this past week, a guy who takes a lot of pride in three-point shooter at the NBA level is in back-to-back.
Him in some dribble handoff opportunities.
Team reaching the FIBA World Cup last year. They earned their spot. Its independence from the Republic of Sudan in 2011. Makes it the young children as infants, sometimes as babies. Many of
what these guys have been able to do with their lives. Well, Dang, for example,
and he's got a 3.
Again, lifting Joel.
Just trying to push the pace a little bit here. Right back to that matchup with Evan Curry and looking to push.
Showed some life, though. A little spirit. Quiet thus far. They've been able to keep him out of the lane. They love the corner jumpers off.
Fast. Curry with the floater. Tapped alive, and LeBron James will get a breather. Line change here for the United States. That's usually how I feel after dinner with you. Institutions as well. Here is Carlik Jones. You mentioned it, trying to get him.
Rebounding team. They get good shots, get in position. Dot, huh? Pretty.
Is Davis on the foul?
The junior college, pretty good one over the years.
The Duke Blue Devils, Kaman Malawach.
I felt as a coach, I didn't have a motorbike.
And making their first Olympics, Royale Ivy, the longtime
family crisis these kids have been able to overcome is extraordinary.
As the lead assistant and the president for South Sudanese basketball. Davis knocked it away momentarily. Good save by Malawach. Taken away. Another United States assist. They have 6 of them on their 8 baskets, so a good rate going. The kick for Halliburton. Inside of 2 minutes for the opening period.
Get tight on him.
Working against Majuk Deng, the double from Jock and a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, the selfish play. And Davis with the little.
Working on the future Blue Devil Malawach.
He just fills up the box score. Assists, blocks.
You probably watched a little bit of this if you're tuning in. You've probably seen Giannis Antetokounmpo's athleticism. But Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo.
Able to jam it up. The United States has to cut better. Dribble, drive, and
Scored him by 12 at the three-point line. Anthony.
What a pleasure to watch this kid. Great.
Second team selection this year. And of NBA experience thus far. And 45% start from the field for the United States. Great to see Peter Jock back out there. The elite level.
Can make threes.
The South Sudanese parliament, very deep, and became an immediate factor and oftentimes the alpha on the floor for his aggressiveness against McCoy.
Nice challenge. There's that jammed up D you mentioned.
Yeah, Edwards is looking for an
sure of a little step back and the right call, I think, too, as well. But
the way with 6 points and 4 rebounds, but it's South Sudan.
A few times he's gotten the touch.
Only 2 touches in the paint, and then he's in. The spacing so essential at this level. Now Gabriel, Sudan to have success inside.
That Shayok so good as Davis gets a good look.
The bigger Adebayo. The pull-up shot. League in the G League and an MVP a couple of years ago. Edwards the stop.
Well, they're playing with some confidence. Good ball movement.
And a deep.
Halbert with a hustle play.
And Edwards way off target.
Little flex cut, back screen to the box.
Tatum out of the ice.
For the three, get himself into the game a little bit.
And this, the penultimate exhibition showcase game for the United States.
I know you, with your research, saw this where they don't have an indoor gym.
Has not been given or handed anything. Carlik Jones got it short, tapped alive into the hands of Quoll. Running his 4.
They are hustling. An extra look.
And Shayok misfired. The problem these last couple of games for the U.S., the turnovers.
With these dribble drives, this is a great finish. You don't get the
away from the floor, and what he's done for Basketball Without Borders, its first Olympic run, getting prepared next week. And Royale Ivy's the. And here is JT Thor. JT Thor adding some length and size. Obviously, they played well with LaMelo Ball. Holiday, James, Embiid, Booker, and Curry. It's LeBron on the drive. That is Cole. Misses, but draws the foul.
Cole with it organized. Don't take the three, but the closeout.
Embiid picks up his second. It's the second on the U.S. Seeing some issues with spacing and at times the ball sticking.
Getting things done on the offensive end. Kick on the ball, and early in the game.
As many of these young men did, high school in Australia. Scraping,
and look at this.
Carlik Jones finding shape.
The ball.
It is Curry, that one quarter for South Sudan.
Yeah, that brings a lot of energy, and Jones gets to the rim early. Little dribble drive, lead him to the big guy, but a heck of a
transfers to Louisville, all ACC, and was a huge scorer, huge assist guy. Embiid finally got Holiday on Jones with the nice hezzy match with Embiid on the smaller, much smaller Jones.
Nice
good
help,
double.
Helping one another out. Not a good look there. That's what they did.
Whistling a foul as Holiday was hassling Jones. Stuff against Serbia.
I'm impressed.
Very much
with
so.
South Sudan, obviously.
Instead, 8 to shoot.
Another argument lost.
The whistle here, so we'll have a stoppage.
Act has been extraordinary.
Who was last to touch? And I would agree with Curry's. And Curry was saying he never touched the ball until that point. His Olympic.
Pretty good ball player on the sideline, huh?
You saw Kevin Durant out there as well. That's where the call should be made. Out of bounds was Cole, that foot. When he
get him working. Did Steph win the argument? I guess he did.
On the men's side, and he'll have an opportunity coming up. What has been a little bit of a shocker thus far.
Finding people off the bounce. Oh, they got a discard here. Much about this club.
Embiid, that mismatch inside. Curry has hit the only one for the U.S. Embiid in the U.S.
He's going to have to do a really good job defensively because the ability of screen.
Why Davis and Adebayo are such keys off the bench. There is, and Malawach got back defensively. He may have been the
bump. How about that? Screen, turn, catch. Alarming, really.
This time in Malik Jones having played 12 minutes on the bench. Tough shot for turnover issues in this first half. Oh, trying to find Curry the fake, and he draws that foul. Jackson.
Things were sticking a little bit.
To the high 30s, even into the 40s. with certain teams, depending on which country. Movement has to be paramount, and I think the U.S. is still a little bit.
Actually had a pretty good look and a little sidestep, gets him to the free throw line.
Curry had the defense on Jones, who finds another turnover.
Not reacting well at all. Look at the open middle, so you got to stay at home on the show. Tough shot.
Wow! 8 points for LeBron, who cannot running with Holiday. And True puts it home.
Too many guys contribute. Look at this. Aggressive D. And
trying to get into the paint. He does against Davis.
That's what they do. Kick out.
And has been a major factor. Good ball movement and an angry. And James trying to stick with Jones, and Carly.
Once he makes his mind up, clear it. He should. What a finish here. You can just see lifting everybody.
Leads the way with 9 points, 6 assists, and 5. It's a very old adage.
They've done a nice job when he was on.
But several on the 25-man had a good amount of NBA to the second. It's 4 separating from Davis. Curry misses. It's 1 for 12 for the U.S. James the rebound and up. To be a fly on the wall for Steve Kerr's thoughts at halftime. Tough drive.
They are perplexed, just like that look on LeBron's face. With this confidence, the movement.
And how exceptionally well they've played for at least a half thus far. Edwards, James, LeBron, aggressive. They've scored 20 points in this quarter. Seconds, fires it up, will not go. But with the advantage at halftime by double digits. And oh boy, to hear still seeking that rhythm.
And just how you see White on the floor is a good example, illustration of what you're talking about. Giving everybody an opportunity. Trying to figure out rotations, I think, is the key to all these exhibition games. In the meantime, you obviously want to win.
Because all these international teams, these countries that play at this level, that play with these rules, that play with this pace, over the course of every tournament, year in and year out, and develop a little bit more chemistry, because many of those players play in that system from the time that they're 16 years old and grow into the national team. The United States has to make quick adjustments to that starting next week, and probably starting now, frankly.
Well, they had the 4 days in Vegas, and one they didn't do anything. And now it's just getting a little fun trying to get different bodies on the floor. And I think this guy is in to contain your guy, Jones.
Derek White, who was the replacement for Kawhi Leonard, is on the floor to start. So they'll go with a bench unit here. White, Davis, Adebayo, Tatum, and Edwards. White is basically taking the spot of Halliburton with this unit. But here is Edwards. Takes the jumper. Will not go. The tap back by Adebayo into the hands of Davis, and he got it home.
And Bam kept it alive. Able to finish for Davis.
Carly Jones was outstanding in that first half. No surprise as he feeds inside for the running Wenyen Gabriel, a whistle and a foul.
They're having trouble with the open middle, whether it's the cut or the drive. Very confusing. A nice little cut and dive to the rim there.
Edwards picked up his first foul. Jones with 9 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds in the first half in the guard spot. Davis with the block though this time.
Oh, bad gamble.
Jones recovers, fires, and off the heel. And it's tipped alive for Adebayo. Here's Edwards working on Gabriel. Good defense by Wenyen. Tatum on Omat. Drive it one.
That upper body. Again, Davis just spread a little bit, gave that open alley for Tatum to get to the rim.
Floor offensively to allow for drive.
Absolutely, the camp out. Conversely, at this end, the same prevails.
Derek White trying to make an impact in his first minutes.
White gets one on the pin down.
Working against Gabriel. Derek White, who just signed a major extension.
Another great story when you think of it, right? Junior college, then to Colorado.
Tad Boyle making something of him. Derek White had one scholarship offer at 6 feet tall from Jeff Culver at D2 Colorado Springs. Had the growth spurt before he ever played a college game. Two-time All-American at the Division II level before going to Colorado. Good defense by Tatum.
Yeah, good hands.
Shayok, though, has been hot.
How about that? Looney with the finish.
The former Baylor Bear, a little prowl at the rim.
And that's in the scatter report, too. They do crash beautifully.
There is Tatum. Into Gabriel. Turnaround jumper, tough shot. Davis battling. Davis's effort draws a foul eventually. As Adebayo was left. The champion for Al Ahly, which is the team based out of Cairo, won their first African League title. He was impressive during the qualifiers last February that got South Sudan to the World Cup, and then played very well during the World Cup to help them qualify for the Olympics.
And the first note they give you in the scout report is he loves to crash the glass.
Does he now? There he was again. Anunwa Omat, Nooney, as he's known. Davis hits a pair. He's got 6 points now. Go along with 6 rebounds, but just 1 of 6 from the field. The United States shooting 41%. Sudan 57%.
Nice step through.
Rejected though by Davis, who came over for the recovery on defense.
What a great read.
Both players with nice work there.
Absolutely.
There's always been the narrative has always been he's injury prone. He played a lot of games this season, missed a minimal amount, and was in the lineup just about as often as he could be for the Lakers. Played a high number of games. Inside off the inbound, it's good for Cole. Excellent out-of-bounds play.
Overload right, nice dive.
And Carlik Jones continues to distribute 7 assists for the G League MVP. White to a wide-open Edwards. Omat missed it that time, and finally the U.S. hits a 3, just their second on 14 tries.
And the first time a little faulty closeout by Omat.
And what had been a double-digit South Sudanese lead for quite some time is down to 8. A near turnover by Cole. Gabriel with a traveling violation against his former Laker teammate Davis. He's got 11 points now. Looking for more. Left it short. The defense of Shayok. Nice save by Wenyen Gabriel. Jones looking for his 8th assist. It's a Cole triple, rebounded by one of the best rebounding guards in the NBA in Derek White.
Now you can see why you got to get back and identify. They love that corner jack 3.
Into Davis against Gabriel. The shifty maneuvering in the deuce.
Took advantage of size.
Against the South Sudanese starting 5, they're smaller. They're bigger off the bench, so I think now's the time to exploit that matchup. Carlik Jones off the dribble, rebounded by Davis.
USA playing a lot more confidence now. A little flow to their game.
Going with the bench unit to start the second half.
Nice pass.
Big to big, and they take advantage of another mismatch with the guard Jones.
Good ball movement, no question about it. Jones caught down low. Offensively on a consistent basis during this tournament as well.
It's a 13-4 start to the third quarter for the United States after going with all bench unit players and adding Derek White to the mix.
I think their coverage has improved as well. It's gotten them back in this.
Well, South Sudan had missed 4 shots the entire second quarter. They've just gone 2 for 9, so 7 missed shots here in the third.
They're much more of a challenge on shots. Automatic switching.
Well, that's the other thing with this lineup, a little bit more defensive versatility. Maluach, the future Blue Devil, knocks down a 3.
You can just see Davis caught too much distance on the closeout.
Back up to a 7-point lead for the South Sudanese. The last United States lead was 16-15 past the halfway point of the first. Adebayo against the smaller Shayok. The double by Jones.
Nice look.
For Tatum, for Davis. Will not go. Got his own miss and draws the foul.
Boy, he is possessed. So much more activity. The ability defensively, they have been.
You said it though, the longer closeouts, right? That was another step. Maybe at the NBA level, based on spacing, Davis doesn't have or with that same gait, he probably ends up with the closeout. But with the spacing here, a little bit tougher to get all the way out.
And South Sudan really wisely making the pass, too, taking advantage.
You think that made John Shire smile a little bit when he sees Malawach knocking down a triple?
You know, I didn't see that in watching the games that they played, or at least the game the other day.
Against Great Britain?
Yeah, a little jump hook is about all you saw, and a tremendous shot block.
JT Thor had 11 good minutes in the first half. He'll come in for Omad, who has been really solid with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Davis's free throws have cut the lead down to 5. 6 of his 9 boards on the offensive end so far. Edwards on Jones. Switch as he can with this lineup with Davis.
A little stagger Thor.
This fires on a 3. Long rebound. Malawach saved it, but 2 on Bio.
Nice give.
Tatum lost it on the crossover attempt. Another U.S. turnover, and it leads to a Shea triple, his 4th of the game.
Boy, they burn you on that early transition. Lighten it up. Great delivery on the pass.
Mariel Shayok, former Virginia Cavalier and Iowa State Cyclone, with 17 points and an excellent performance. Edwards can't answer on the rebound to Malawach, and he gets fouled.
Right with the reach in. A little bit of a settle. Dissipate a little with some shot selection.
Holiday, James, Embiid, Booker, and Curry, the same starting 5 from the opening exhibition game against Canada started today. No Kevin Durant yet. Holiday on Jones, looking for the deuce, and somehow got his own miss against James. Shayok looking for another triple!
How about him spotting up and the recognition to kick it out?
A guy who's in 2 career threes at the NBA level has knocked down 5 of 8 and has 20 points today.
Look how they're jamming it up, letting it force in the deep shot, taking advantage. LeBron.
Just the 3rd United States 3 on 16 tries. A big one for James.
Right now, South Sudan has their attention.
Oh man, Shayok a heat check 3. Rebounded eventually by Embiid, who stumbles to get it to Booker. And Devin Booker trying to get going, running into 2 defenders.
Nice call. Holiday alert on the cut, but great vision on a big fella.
Second dime for LeBron James. Lead back down to 6. It is Thor drawing the contact on Embiid and 1.
Oh, I got to know it's his left hand, too. Got to take it away. Really attack confidence.
JT Thor, excellent work off the bench. 9 points, couple of assists. The length on defense that a lot of these guys see when they play the Charlotte Hornets. James, they gave him a lot of space to get to the paint, getting the defense in the air, and Thor came over with the block.
That is where they hurt you in the early offense.
It's Thor against the smaller Holiday and a reach-in foul. Bonus action for both teams, so 2 shots for JT Thor. Thor's dropped the hammer with a double-digit effort off the bench.
Back up to 10. Took the hit.
U.S. got to within 5 points. And right back up to an 11-point South Sudanese advantage. It's James with Majuk Deng guarding. Curry moving away from the ball to get the 3.
He circled the floor, step, nice bumps on the baseline. LeBron with the patience to find him. Step, delivers.
Typical Steph Curry. Arguably the best in the NBA moving without the basketball. Quick trigger from Deng off the Jones feed, and it should be United States ball. It is. And Curry wants to go. Impressive from the South Sudanese defensively.
Yeah, no flow.
Mismatch. Curry, step back, no. Embiid slaps it out. Booker saves it for another chance. Here is Booker. Into the teeth of Thor. Left it short. And last touched by Booker. It'll be South Sudan ball. There is Juke Deng working against Holiday. Jackson Poy working against Holiday, who knocked it free and saved it to James. What a play by Drew Holiday. James with the jam and a foul. A flex from LeBron James to try to reignite the United States.
To get back in, it's got.
Gets the steal to start the break for James.
Boy, that flex reminded me of you at the pregame meal.
I was very excited about that sandwich. 5-point game as we approach 106 for the third. A much more spirited effort.
Much so. Much more so.
Holiday against Thor. Oh, he's hassling him here. Thor trying to get free, and he ends up traveling. Excellent defensive work by Drew Holiday.
That's his trademark. They're just willing to stick his nose there, compete. Rasheem White, what contributors to the championship for the Celtics?
It was not an easy decision to part ways from Milwaukee with Drew Holiday because of how impactful he was, not only at both ends of the floor, but in that locker room for Milwaukee.
You saw enough of him, right? Chicago?
4 times a year, and he would hassle the Bulls and hassle a lot of NBA teams with his two-way play. 90 seconds for the third. James with space, looking for Curry. Flip back to James. Got in the air, found Holiday behind the back, fires the jumper and connects.
Well, you can see a different LeBron. It's a really solid play. Being unselfish, finishing when necessary, finding people.
Shayok, another heat check three. The U.S. on its longest run of the game. They've scored the last 8. Looking for more. It's Booker! He ties the game at 76 on an 11-0 United States run.
And the fingerprints of LeBron all over this quarter. What a great look.
In the flash of 2 minutes. After trailing since past the midway point in the first. That's a deep 4-3. Knocked out of bounds by Malawach, and it's U.S. ball with 39 seconds to play in a much better effort here in the third quarter, much like we saw against Serbia.
It is the D, and also now the pressure. Should I take the shot? Am I willing to take the shot? Just stepping it up.
Remember, this starting 5 did not start the second half. The bench unit did good work to begin this third quarter, and since the return of the starting 5, they played with much more spirit.
Bench group showed a lot of emotion.
16 points from that bench unit in this third. James looking for that bounce for Booker, and it ricochets out with 18 to shoot. And
Steph really did a great job out at the three-point line, cutting, and just missed him.
U.S. has not led since 16-15 at the 3:46 mark of the opening quarter. Shayok got his hands on it. Curry runs it down. A very deep Curry three! Wow! For the United States lead.
Early dagger.
That ignites the crowd in London. It is Shayok to answer. After his 5 threes, he's now missed 3 in a row.
Boy, they have showed some.
It's LeBron, off to Embiid, got it back and scored it to beat the buzzer. And the United States, after a suddenly a 5-point United States lead, their largest since their 12-2 start to this game. Here is Quoll. Jones was stymied in that third quarter, Bill. You told me during the break, and you're right.
It didn't call his name at all. Embiid with a pretty good defensive set this trip.
Yep.
Showed big, recovered.
Had to switch on multiple players. Now he goes right down against the smaller Jones.
Good read. Haven't seen much of that low post up.
We said it when it's 4 or 5 starters for South Sudan. They're smaller. And we probably haven't seen enough exploitation of that by the United States. Into the hands of Peter Jock. Missed the putback attempt.
LeBron's been a big factor in his flow, too.
And he finds Holiday 4 on 3. In and out. Rebound to Carly Jones, who has 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 9 points. Jock, a triple try, his second of the night.
First faulty recovery. They've been getting back, staying on the shooters. Good find, good delivery.
That is the 10th Carly Jones assist. As much as we praised South Sudan in the first half, Carly Jones should be a name all of you remember. MB knocks it down.
Nice two-man play. Steph Cole trying to be physical with Steph Curry on the other end.
There is Cole. Now Jones against Holiday, using that screen from Gabriel.
This is where you got to stay at home.
Bede against a guard. Jones tries to work off the dribble. Putback is in for Wenyen Gabriel.
A nice job there. Of course, the D was attracted to the dribble.
Is Booker short. Rebound to Jones, his 10th. It's a double-double for Carly Jones. And if he scores a point, that is going to be a historic triple-double for Carly Jones in South Sudan.
He may get a spot in the league the way he's playing.
It is Gabriel for 3. The bank is open in London. They refuse to go away. This is the scrappiness we saw in the first half.
Big-time kiss.
Most experienced NBA player for South Sudan. And his former teammate with the Lakers, LeBron James, hits the 7th U.S. 3.
He has been magnificent, particularly this period.
They're 6th of the half. Jock looking for another. That's short. Booker the rebound. Bull trying to stand up. Bull trying to stand up LeBron James. James taking on the challenge. On the drive.
Oh, showing it all. Depth with the left.
LeBron with 21, his best offensive game, along with 6 rebounds and 6 assists.
I say he still got it.
A traveling violation here against Omat.
So versatile.
He certainly did, and a lot of that bench unit is now back on the floor, which performed so well to start the second half.
And Bam on the floor, he gave him good minutes.
So did Derek White. And Carly Jones right up against him, forcing him out of bounds. So White does turn the ball over.
Tough catch for him, though.
Yep.
Put him in a disadvantaged position.
We're still keeping track, though, of Carly Jones, who has already done some historic things in his short stint with the South Sudanese national team in the last 18 months. Another point will give him the rarest of rare, the triple-double for South Sudan. And looking for it here. There it is, a triple-double for Carly Jones.
Well, a nice set play, too. The handoff and then the aggressive drive.
Nice move by Derek White to find Anthony Davis, and it just rimmed out, but a foul.
Nice pass by White.
And it could use a player like Carly Jones, undersized guard with a big heart.
Listen, you should be his agent.
Pitching him hard, I guess, tonight. Well, he's earned it tonight. If I am his agent, I'm showing everybody this tape.
Rightfully so, though. He has been terrific. Just solid, setting people up. He gets a foot in that lane. He can provide a big-time lift.
South Sudan held the lead for 23 minutes of this game. They were a 43.5-point underdog coming into action. So regardless of the final score, and it may get a little bit ballooned, this is a very impressive showing for South Sudan, regardless of the result. It's Peter Jock knocking down his 3rd field goal.
Talking about Peter, his Iowa days. Been very quiet, though.
Hit a 3 early and then just a couple of buckets hits.
Yeah, I like to force them left if they can.
Here is Edwards.
Got a good play here.
That's a nice play by Bull Cole.
Sure was. Sack and release.
It is Jones bodying his way to the rim against Anthony Edwards.
This kid is good and clever.
13, 10, and 10 for Carly Jones, who's working on Derek White here. The floater from Davis.
How about the hesitation, the peak. A nice dive by Davis. White. Beautiful setup.
3 assists for Derek White. He's only played in the second half. Gabriel shut off by Anthony Davis in a travel.
Intimidating. Good footwork by Davis.
Earning that role, and it may just be matchup dependent once you get to the Olympics.
I think dependent, really. There can be a lot of different lineups.
It is Adebayo, short on the 3. Rebound to Shayok, who's had a nice shooting night, but it's cooled off. Maluach, unable to finish.
And they are terrific in the early offense.
It's Tatum. On the drive, switching the hand to the left.
How good was that? The dexterity.
This is the second bucket for Tatum. He's got 7 off the bench for the U.S. Which leads by 5 with 4:15 remaining. Come on, Maluach. Jones against Tatum. In traffic.
Doesn't matter. How about this kid? Good. Terrific. The poise under fire.
Just 6'1", Carly Jones, 26 years of age. He's going to be playing pro in Serbia unless an NBA team grabs him. Edwards way off. Long rebound, Tatum. Shot clock never reset. It's down to 5. Has to go. Tatum launches. Davis working hard on the glass. A foul on the floor. Royale Ivy was incensed by the call against South Sudan. Off the inbound, it's Tatum from his Celtic teammate, Derek White. 4 dimes for Derek White in just this half.
They got a foul reaching by Davis.
Davis there.
White's a great addition just defensively.
Rebounding thing somewhere, rightfully so. But White right up there in terms of rebounding and shot blocking for guards in the NBA. Jones, the hezzy, the drive against Davis. Cole, tight roping the baseline. Good defense by Tatum. It is on target for Deng. Rebounded by Adebayo. 3 minutes left in a 5-point United States lead.
Bam's really handled the ball well. Nice cut. So unselfish. Unselfish.
Bam, White, Davis. Everybody touching it for a chance at 3.
That was pretty. Bam has been solid.
Agreed.
Handling basketball, making good decisions.
Anthony Davis at the free throw line to try to finish off a 3-point play. South Sudan led by double digits for a good chunk of this game. They had a lead for 23 minutes of the 37 that have been played so far today.
Well, this really tells you how the world has expanded, the talent base worldwide.
And if you're just joining us, we were given a little bit of history of South Sudan in the first half, and then they got off to this incredible run led by Carly Jones and company. The youngest basketball nation in the world became a country just 13 years ago after declaring their independence from the Republic of Sudan. Jones, the hezzy, Davis, the block, loose out of bounds to the United States.
Nice to lead him to Davis without fouling.
Another shot block for Anthony Davis. But a lot of credit to Royale Ivy, Luol Deng, the president and current assistant coach for South Sudanese basketball. There they are. Royale has been the head coach for the last 3 years. We'll head back to Houston after the Olympics to start his run as an assistant coach for Ime Udoka. James, the kick. Curry, a 3. Long rebound to Cole.
Once again, LeBron, good decision.
Jones, a triple-double for South Sudan. Gabriel did not take advantage of the smaller White. Good defense by LeBron James. Working on Olmont.
Wow. Oh, what effort on a defensive end.
Edwards drives it, kicks it. Curry corrals it against Carly Jones. Edwards to a cutting White into the body of Wenyen Gabriel.
Good D.
Shayok in transition, his 6th triple of the game. And this game's not over just yet.
No question. That's what they have done early and effectively. Shayok, goodness. What a great look for him, too.
Jones against LeBron James. Can't connect. Tipped alive. Shayok. This time he drives it, finds Jones,
Nice
extra
pass.
feed. JT Thor, a big three, won't go. Shayok the offensive rebound. He'll float it up and knock it down. It's a 2-point game.
Boy, they are not going away.
The spirited South Sudanese looking for still what would have been the biggest win in their very short program's history. Looking for a defensive stop. It's Curry, Davis, White. On the drive, long for Davis, he couldn't finish the dunk. Loose ball to Thor. 2 to tie, 3 for the lead. Who wants to be a hero? It's Thor for the lead!
How about this team?
The current Charlotte Hornet, JT Thor, hits the 3, and South Sudan with the lead.
Well, it got them in control early. The early offense, the ability to spot up, acknowledge with a good pass, and
the biggest win in its country's very short international history in basketball.
The big thing for South Sudan is rebound. I think that could be the key, too. You don't convert the jumper, you're going to see some crashing blue shirts.
Here is LeBron James. Thor will pick him up.
Cole all over Steph.
LeBron drives for the lead. He puts it in. With 8 seconds remaining, South Sudan has a timeout to use, and they will use it. For them, perhaps Holiday. They'll use Holiday here along with White to put out their best defensive line of a couple of Celtics. It'll be Shayok to inbound, White defending it. Jones trying to get free. Into Carlik Jones. 6 seconds left. Carlik Jones on the drive for the lead. The dunk try by Gabriel. A second attempt, no. Davis comes out with it, and that is it.
Ai vào? Đấy, chơi em ngoan. Chị cuộn nốt mấy cái nữa. Em chơi với Nhi xong đã, chị cuốn xong đã rồi em làm gì làm.
Nhưng mà 9 giờ thì 10 giờ rồi. Chị làm đến 10 giờ.
Chị làm này chỉ thêm 10 phút nữa thôi là xong.
Em lấy từ 10 đến 2 tỷ nhá.
Em nhìn bây giờ là 9 giờ 5 đúng không? 9 giờ 15 là chị xong hết. Bóp cho chị cái này. Tay chị mỡ không bóp được.
Bác hướng nào ấy chị?
Bóp rách ra là được, lấy được cái ở trong là được. Cắn ra được. Tay chị mỡ nên là chị không bóp được. Nó chặt. Chưa?
Ngon quá. Ăn mấy đợi lại đi.
Con ngoan nào, cho mẹ làm nốt nào.
Chị lên.
Sao?
Chị cho cả đi đi.
Cái tay nào chị làm.